Alright, hey guys. I just want to make a quick video to go over our scrim-on process, specifically focusing on the last point. Now, having watched this video a couple of times, I'll just go over some of the themes I'm noticing. Um, as far as overextending, um, when we're in this lobby, we're on this point right here. We already know where everyone should be holding. I just got to go. Standing on this lobby is safe, borderline overextending, but you are very close to the door and you have high ground. When you enter the lower lobby here, you are definitely at a huge risk. So I would call this overextending, and I would say the only time we should be pushing in there is if we are getting ready to actually push in. You shouldn't be looking to just hold or take a fight from in here. And in the video, you'll see multiple people go down in here. The same goes for the rollout right here. Standing here is pretty risky. The sniper's watching, the demo's going to be spamming it out. So I would definitely call peeking this corner overextending. And the same goes for in the shutter here. They're going to be spamming out. The sniper's going to be watching. This is overextending, just popping through here. And coming up in here is definitely overextending. You're extremely likely to get caught out if you find yourself standing in there. Now here we'll just watch. Here's an example of this. The combo is getting ready to push, but we're not quite ready. And the flank is holding very aggressively. This would be amazing play if we were already pushing, but because we're not, they end up going down. And now here's one of the other main themes. Flank is down, and the combo decides to go in and push anyways. And because of that, we get absolutely nothing done. So one of the major adjustments that I'm going to be making going forward is that we will not be making the mistake of pushing without the flank. If the flank is down, that's going to halt our push, which means that it's very important for the flank to play in such a way that they stay alive. Because every time the flank dies, that's going to delay our push an extra 30 seconds. So there's that. We make that mistake a couple of times of the combo pushing in with the flank already down. And so we're going to say, unless their flank is down as well, we will not be having the combo go in without flank. Now, I'll just to illustrate everything here, I'll just show you guys fighting in the lobby again. You see I'm scared as heck, so I'm staying up here on the high ground. And some players end up going down from it. This is 100% overextending. S9's really fast. He's also very aggressive. You'll see he gets a lot of instances where he makes out with very, very little health. So the question is, and S9 will have to ask himself that, is he lucky or is he just that good? But here we are getting wiped out in the lobby, and that's just because there's so many avenues to attack that ground from. And then once again, flanks down, combos pushing in. Let's just move on to go over to the defense a little bit and watch them pushing in a bit. That's right. Alright, so here we are holding the last point. When we're holding the point, you definitely want to be tucked away. You don't want to give them entry for free. So I really think in an ideal situation, the combo is going to hold right here. Their best bet is going to be to push in from here. It's closest to the action. And if the combo is holding in this general area, we'll be set to counter pop well or air blast them away, stuff like that. I think maybe if we don't have Uber, it might be smarter to hold over on this side, where we can kind of hide a little better and we can fight a little better from this side. But, you know, lots of people are going to be, while we're holding the point, let's just watch this real quick. No. Well, I'll go back to this. A lot of people, while we're holding the point, are going to be spamming out from around this area, which is fine, but when they do push in, first thing you need to do is fall back. Unless you're Rosie, you should be trying to get to somewhere around here where you're close to spawn and hide behind the pole. Up on the high ground here is very good because you're up on the wall, so you can't get flanked and you have a high ground advantage. You can hide, tuck around this post here. Over on the left hand side, it's the same thing. You can duck in here close to spawn, up on the high ground right here, or somewhere around here. You don't really want to, while we're defending a push, extend past this point, just because there's so many doors there. Their flank will probably come at you from both sides and you will go down. Another area you want to avoid being is right here. It's just because it's extremely exposed. It's on the low ground. All of their doors open up basically onto you. You'll see IC Snapshot ends up moving down to this area multiple times, where I think a better hold for him would be to fight around here, back it up around the corner when he needs to avoid the spam. So let's just go back and watch them push into the point. So you'll see things like, oh, we just missed it. Anna was standing right here, so she gets taken out from both sides. We're kind of tucked in the middle, so we're not hugging the walls. We're sort of pushing out. We need to stay not clumped up, but tight is how I would describe it. Now their push didn't go so well for them for different reasons, but our positioning still could have a lot of adjustments. Now I know I go through these and I call out everyone's mistakes. So I make a huge glaring mistake here, and just for the sake of everyone being fair, I'm gonna watch this. See those stickies? We know that those are there, and boom, I just stand on them like an idiot. So, yikes. Now I'm just gonna highlight one more time that they push in on us, and that will be it for this video. So they're pushing in. We don't have now. We're over on the left side, but I get caught out. When they pushed in, I was standing right about here, which left me too far away from the spawn. So that's on me. If I was standing about here, I could get free for sure. Let's just redo this. And so you see that they're pushing. We're on the low ground and we're in the middle. They're on the outside, they're on the high ground. So they have, clear advantage at this point. So one of the big adjustments, stay out of this valley. This is like death central. If you're standing in there, you're going to eat a bunch of unnecessary spam. Try and make sure you're on the outside, on the high ground, close to the wall. So that's the reason that push went bad. And this mid fight too goes really bad for us, and I just want to watch this and highlight exactly why. So we come out to the point here. We're the red team. Flower goes down. Yankee gets spammed back. She eats a rocket. So we don't really have a full flank right now. Yankee's hurt as hell, so she can't push up. Rosie's trying to hold the ground on her own, but she's just one lady. And you'll see from our positioning that we're way back. And the line is basically right down there. Now, because of this, we fall back too late and we end up bleeding a few players. And the adjustment that I want to make in the future is if we start losing players in the mid fight, or most importantly positioning, if we find that we're pushed back, we should consider giving up third easily without bleeding. We do a good hold on second because we're awesome, but other than that. And let's just watch one more fight at last and we'll call this video. So here we are. You'll see Yankee's dead. Where's her corpse? I don't know. Anyways, forget that. They push in on the right side. We have Uber, but we're over on the left side, so they're able to get a lot of ground for free. That's a mistake from us. Then they just end up dropping our players. The only reason I think that we were able to hold this point is their flank showed up late. I'm not entirely sure why, but their flank was really late to the fight. But I think if their flank had came in at the same time as them, they would have had that fight pretty well. And there's one more thing while I'm at it that I just want to go over. We were talking about this a lot. The importance of covering all three paths. Every map in almost every situation has three paths to through the map. And we definitely need to have eyes on all three, especially when we're pushing, and we'll just watch exactly why here. Watch their soldier. Here we are pushing into mid. The soldier just, right before we go, ducks into the sewer. Nobody sees him. The combos pushed through. The flank went through IT. We're right here on the point. Nobody checked sewer. And because of that, the soldier's able to come here and get a free back cap. And this completely messes us up. It causes us all to go back. A lot of us die. So the adjustment there is we just need to make sure, flank's doing a good job. They're going IT. We need to have someone from the combo have eyes on sewer when we're pushing in mid. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. I think we did a good job, but those are the clear adjustments. Careful about overextending when we're pushing into last. And holding last as well. Careful about playing back, playing behind cover on high ground, playing against walls or the outside so that they can't get around you and so that you don't have to fight in multiple directions. And then one of the other big adjustments is going to be have the combo never push in if the flank is dead, and at the same time have the flank do their very best to stay alive before a push, because they should realize if they're not there, we can't push. Alright guys,